name's David Grego. My clean date's March 25th of this year, and I've been in active addiction off and on from the age of 13 to 38.
It's quite a long time. What was your life, in your active addiction? Things that changes or things that took place?
I was a person that was going to hurt you before you hurt me. I didn't really care about the outcome, to the process of going to prison, going to a couple treatments. I did all my 20s locked up, but I really didn't care. I was an emotional wreck, and I was more used to the chaos in my life than where I'm at today.
What inspired you to get clean, like to pick your life up and kind of go, I've had enough?
I just think it got to the point where I was just tired. I went to work. That's where it started about 6 months ago when I went to her, and actually felt like running from her the first 3 days. But my case manager there told me to stick it out, and just all the case managers or counselors there, just the support that they gave me, and I believe just my higher power just clicked something in my head to want better in my life, but before that I wasn't really ready to quit.
And you talked about becoming the person that you are instead of being led around and letting people tell you who you are.
Yeah, well, before that, now after going to her, I saw that I let society create my identity. They said I was going to go to prison, that I was going to be in trouble, that I was going to be no good. So after that, I finally just took a stand and just learned that I'm in control of my life, and that I get to create my identity and be who I want, the father I want to be, the brother, son, friend, and just do what I want to do, be who I want to be.
In your mind, what has your experience been with the Abundance Foundation?
It's been a blessing, because I did the 90 days in NERT, and I got a hold of Abundance, and Abundance just more or less opened the doors to a whole bigger world, to my recovery, showed me the support, the love, just like we went on the camping trip and just getting to know everybody there, and just, really just getting out of my comfort zone, because where I'm from a little town, from Leadville, and is way different from what I know. So like the support's been the biggest thing in my recovery today.
What do you think are some of the things you do with Abundance Foundation that'll help you stay like clean and sober, and being as active as you are? You're the guy that never says no to anything, like you're always jumping in.
Just jumping in everything. Jumping in church, jumping in with Abundance, the groups, the connections, Anytime there's an opportunity to learn something or do something new, not limiting myself. And that's where I feel like too, where I limited myself before. But now I think with my recovery, just having an open mind just to grow, with relationships, restoration with my family, and just growing in every way I can, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually.
So do you think people believe in you now more?
Oh yeah, I love it.
In what ways?
I believe that they believe in me, but I believe in myself more than anything, and I feel like through this whole process I've learned to love and respect myself, forgive myself, and I think with the process I'm able to be accountable for what I do now. But I think it starts with yourself. That it's nice getting that from other people, but when you learn to believe in yourself and all that, it takes it to a whole different level. Then you get all the compliments from other people and all that. But believing in myself and knowing that I could do it, and even being because like I said, I almost died in the lake at Horsetooth, and I've gone through some things, and breaking my wrist, but not just waking up every day with gratitude and just being blessed every day.
This is kind of a two-parter. What was your life like? What is your life like now opposed to your life in active addiction? And what role has your faith played in your recovery?
Before, I feel like God has always had a plan for me, and I think where it is now is he's given me a different perspective on life, you know? And I feel like you can learn anything out of any situation, and it's just having the open mind to do that. And in my addiction before, I feel like I just didn't care. I've been through so much in my life, and I'll be honest with you, like I've been sexually abused. I didn't grow up with my parents, but you know, and I seen a lot, and through my childhood, I blocked out a lot of my memories. So, but I feel like where I'm at in my faith now is like, with being here in Fort Collins, it's really opened up my minds, and just the Abundance Foundation and all these connections that I got, that it's just shown me a different kind of love for myself and just for my life, appreciating it. I don't think I appreciated it before, you know? I OD'd 4 times, and like I was even mad at the last time that I came back, that they brought me back, but I would change, you know, I'm grateful for, like I said, I'm grateful for everything I've gone through, like prison and all that stuff, but like I'm just really grateful for my life today.
Going forward, what are you looking forward to, and what are your plans for the future? I know we talked about a few things, but what are your plans?
My plan is like I want to be there for my son. You know, he just turned 18 and graduated, and I want to be there the rest of his life as much as I can, and just show him a different way. And just having my parents in my life today, and just my sister and my nephews, and you know, the relationships that I've had, and just being able just to be the man that I am today. And just my goal is just to get off the things that I got with the courts now, but hopefully to be a recovery coach, because I love helping people, and I love like being able just to relate to others, and just be able to share my story, and just, you know, having those connections, and just really feeling like I'm making a change in the world.
Yeah. Kind of a sidebar, what was it like hearing what your parents said to you today about the changes you made in the meeting we were at earlier?
It was a blessing, because and that's why I say part of being accountable is like I seen where like I lost those connections. Cause me and my dad have always been close, but like at the end, like we didn't have no connections, you know. And I could see the hurt that it bring upon him, you know. And like him crying today was like one of the biggest things, just that gratitude that we talked about, and just being able just to see a difference in his life and my life, and just the impact on their lives, you know. Just it was a blessing just to have that kind of support from them too, and them speaking in the meeting, and you know.
It was a blessing for sure. What advice do you have for people that are starting their recovery journey?
I feel like the biggest thing for me in my recovery in the beginning was just being honest with myself, because we know if we're gonna get high again, you know. If you really want it, then you're really gonna do whatever you can to. And that's why I feel like when I was at the HERT program, like I didn't go, there's a lot of hours and stuff, but like I went in with the mindset that I was gonna gain something from every class. And that's why I try to go with my life now, is like I try to go with like, I'm gonna gain something from anything, whether good or bad, even like my injuries and all that stuff. And I feel like in my recovery, if I put my recovery and God first, like I'm unstoppable. As long as everything lines up with that path, like I'm unstoppable. Like I'm my worst enemy. I'm the only one that could break myself worse than anybody, and I'm the only one that could build myself up more than anybody. So I just think being honest with yourself, you know, and just like really just opening up your heart, and just, you know, open. The biggest thing with me is there's people believing me in HERT, and like the resources out here, like they really changed my life completely. You know, the support, Abundance, NA, doing all these things that just changed my life completely. I just think just diving in at first, you know, and I feel like it just comes down to loving yourself, really learning how to love yourself, forgive yourself, respect yourself, and that's where it all comes from. Because nobody's gonna love you like yourself. And I feel like, you know, true love is like when you learn to love yourself.
Do you have any closing thoughts or anything you want to share outside of the questions we've asked already?
Just like I said, just like learning to really love yourself and respect yourself, you know, like just really paying attention to your emotions. And I feel too like it's all right to feel the way you feel, but identify it, you know? Because I feel the greatest gift that we have is our hearts. You know, that's when you can feel every emotion, you have a heart. When you don't, you're heartless, you know? So I feel like just learning to really love and respect yourself, and just do the things that you need to do, because reality, when it comes down to it, like all I got is myself. I got the support of everybody, but like I gotta lay down my head every night and look at the things I've done, you know. And it's really changed my life, to like how I carry myself, to making my bed, to like leaving trash in the car, like, you know what I mean? Just the little things, just having just those changes and just really paying attention to my feelings, my emotions, you know. But like, it's worth it. It's way worth it. Like all the restoration that God's been revealing in my life, the blessings, the support, like it's worth it.
It's been a pleasure to walk this journey with you, and I want to continue doing it. So thank you for sharing your time. I really do appreciate you.
Yeah.
You're an amazing person, so thank you.
Yep. Thank you guys.
Appreciate it.